Alright, let's make sure we sound okay. And it looks like we sound okay. Hello, everybody. Watching now, watching later, watching before. We grinded every single character to level 50 to get Hercule. If you're watching before that, you should totally watch that. We had to suffer. You should totally join us. Welcome back to the finale of Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku 2. Check out the end of episode 4 if you want to see the Dende's Lookout ending, because that's how we ended the episode. But this is the Hercule episode. So, essentially, we are going to level Hercule up to level 50. And then we are going to go unlock his door back in West City. And yeah, that grind is going to be grueling. I'm expecting at least an hour, probably more because it's a bit more limited. And yeah, here's a refresher of his stats. And mind you, we used every single capsule that we obtained in the game on him. Kind of a waste of the power capsules because he has no actual power damaging moves, but you know, his strength's alright-ish. It's almost as high as Piccolo, but his health is so bad. That being said, as always, if you like what I do, hit that like button, it means a lot. Had a lot of support yesterday for that Plants vs. Zombies, which was hilarious. Part 2, featuring both days and nights of the backyard, will be coming out sometime next week. So, looking forward to that, most likely Tuesday. And then we got game night tomorrow. So far, looking like we might be doing Lethal Company, but it's an extremely close race, and there are a lot of games with only one vote behind it. It could be any games race. Anything from Party Animals to a potential tabletop to, I think, Gang Beasts was up there. Rounds, always popular. So we're going back to the famous grinding location if you haven't guessed already. Such a good spell. Such a good move. He has to pose for the camera, and everyone stops and stares for a while. See, the lack of health is what's gonna get him killed. Like, he can hit as hard as he wants, but we really gotta be careful. We should only use the sun if we have to. And no Super Saiyan either. This will be our slowest grind. I mean, likely the first couple of levels will give us the resemblance of speed. I'm curious if he will take the most experience. And I have this weird feeling that he possibly will. I'm also expecting level ups that predominantly give like 0 stats. I mean, it's Hercule, it makes sense canonically, right? Looking good. We're gonna do a little more travel with him. Eat that full course meal. Eat up a blue T-Rex, why not? Dynamite punch! Dynamite kick! Dynamite! Hercule means business. Helps that we can just stun the enemy as we see fit with a little screen flash. Nothing, one. I guess we don't need anything out of the rocks. The lack of Super Saiyan is what really hurts. But being able to aggro every single enemy on the screen, priceless. Oh yeah. That in itself might make the grind quick. Little freezy freeze. I know he's still hiding there. No, he's not. And all those guys really want a piece of me. Now, the Tiger Bands are worthless, but the Triceratops are definitely the money. I wish Hercule had a charge attack. That could be cool. He's got him with that dynamic mess him up punch. Doesn't even have a key blast. He literally just rocks them. No wonder why he's a world martial arts champion. Look at him go. He is relentless. Takes sheer guts and bravado to not only be this strong, but also do it whilst having an afro and Fu Manchu. Now that guy tried to defy gravity. That wasn't going to happen. Level 42. +1 +1 + none. 8 levels to go. HP still definitely feels bad. But being able to stun the world, it's incredible. It really gives you the feeling of being the world champ because everyone stops and stares for a while. Just like a true celebrity. Paparazzi power. Dynamic missile up punch. Punch them right into each other. Eat the turkey that the Triceratops was conveniently holding onto. He doesn't need it where he's going. Goku? Who's Goku? This is the legacy of Hercule. This is what he does every day. All day, every day. He goes out, kills off Triceratops. That way he can beat up mean bullies like that Spopovich guy. Is that almost level 43 already? What? Say, find the B button, me. Yeah, that celebrity is just so, that endorsement's just so good. You can't even see what it is by going down like you can on everybody else. He just doesn't have that ability. Let's just save the game just in case we accidentally eat shit and, you know, lose the whole 10 minutes of playtime we've gotten so far. Alright, Hercule, get him. 43 plus none plus 1 plus 1. 650 HP. Hercule. Somebody needs to do like a mod of this game where you can play through the entire game solely as Hercule. But I feel like it would be feasible. I feel like you'd have an easy time of it if I'm being honest. But I guess all those capsules did help because we have a lot of power to spare for our ability. There was no Super Satan. You know, always has to pose before he finishes off the enemy. You know, it's Hercule. Or poses to the enemy. Pose when it's raining out. They're like, I'm gonna let you finish. And Hercule's like, okay. The paparazzi is here. Jambassy. You can't see me, but I mean, you can definitely see him. Hercule made sure of that. But after the enemy gets hit with his patent-pending dynamite kick, the enemy will no longer be able to see Hercule. At least not on the same plane. He truly is the King of Kings. It's not like we've been swimming in drops, but we really haven't had to worry about replenishments. We should be getting level 44 here shortly. Sometimes Hercule just has to give an autograph or two. Get his strength back, you know what I mean? 44. I like what he does every time he levels up. He's like, man, that was a lot. 65 strength. Ugh, he's already over 1 million experience. That's so lovely. Buckle up, get your popcorn. Good time to use the bathroom. I think the next like half hour is perfect for that because we are going to be grinding out the final 5 levels, and that is going to be the worst. I mean, yeah, no, it is the worst. It is actually slightly slower than Piccolo. But I'm curious if Hercule will end up with more strength by the time he's level 50 when compared to Piccolo. Obviously, the real answer is 0, but we did kind of help Hercule out a little bit. Only a little bit. As we essentially doubled his strength stat out of the box. Blammo. And I actually like that Hercule doesn't have a charge attack, because it means that my inputs aren't awkwardly being eaten whenever I press the A button too fast in rapid succession. I just get the benefit of having a flurry of punches. You did not just try to bulldoze a champ. There's a reason why Hercule defeated Syl, you know. It wasn't just because Syl was using smoke and mirrors. Because Hercule can karate chop through 20 plates. Hercule can lift 5 semi-trucks using his mustache alone. Hercule did in fact defeat Spilkovich in the World Tournament without the need of brass knuckles. Facts. When Hercule gets mad, he just punches his problems in the face. Facts. He totally doesn't, you know, decide at that moment to have a stomach cramp. And unlike Alexis, Hercule's stomach cramps are canonical. He's just that much of a god. He can just cramp on cue. Almost done with level, he had to get a photograph, you know, he had to update his Instagram. This will be level 45. Little Punishment Double Die fighting style. Nothing, won nothing. Yeah, somehow I don't see Hercule beating Piccolo after all. That could have been close. Hercule, the king of dodging. Wow, he's almost to 1,000 HP. Almost. Alright, beat him up. Okay, I'm gonna clear the next room. And then I'm gonna quickly get up and go answer my door because it looks like a parcel arrived and I do not want porch pirates. Bask in his glory! Bask in it! Bask in it! Bask in it! Alright, enough basking in it. Hercule can only take so much pressure. Apologies for the delay. Wanted a little can of taro root milk tea. Wow. Tasty. But this isn't about me, this is about Hercule. Let's get back to the grind. This is how he becomes the god of gods, the king of kings that you see him in Boo's Fury. And this is why we have to do this. We have to build up the Boo's Fury canon. If that means having to take a picture with every Triceratops, we'll do it. Definitely do it. Those foolish Triceratops. They cannot understand the power of a digital camera. Just flash early so they all mob. Yum yum, beat 'em up. Yum yum, beat 'em up. Destroy. Destroy. More destruction. Oh yeah. Well, he decided he wanted to fight us. We need to make sure that he knows that he lost. The true Hercule experience. We're just stunned in his presence. Hercule putting in work, almost to level 46. We just definitely want to see. The sooner we get to 50, the better. You just juggle them. Oh, it sucked me in. I like for record skip sound effect it makes too. Just like destroy, destroy, destroy. Oh my goodness. Wait your turn. Level 46. +1 +0 +1. I definitely feel like he's starting to get like on par with Piccolo in attack chain. I know for a lot of Piccolo's level up, Piccolo was not dealing that much damage. Yeah, only 2 points below, he'll catch up to Piccolo if his level ups are lucky. And I really don't feel like I missed anything else. I could be wrong, but hard to really miss capsules when you're already obtaining like all the golden capsules and finding all the Namekians. I'm pretty sure we walked on every portion of the map. You never know. Could be something stupid. Let's see, just destroy them. 789, so he's almost 800 HP. That'll be a big milestone for him. When in doubt, just stun him. Don't let him connect. There we go. And then just destroy them. Just let them truly know the force of the World Martial Arts Master. I'm always amazed that you got to play as Hercule in like see Goku too. Like he doesn't. I'm pretty sure you can't play as him in boosters. Like, well, like fully. So it's a one-time thing. I wish. No, I'm at the point where I have to do the really annoyingly awful grind to get Piccolo. Oh my god. Mr. Satan up to level 50 so we can get his ending. And let me tell you, Hugh, we used every single capsule that we obtained in the campaign on Hercule, and his stats are still bad. But with all the capsules, I'm not gonna lie, he could probably take on Wheelo and win. With his kit, he could probably have an easy time against Cooler. Like, it'd be scary if he touched us, but with how much stun we have, I don't think he'd be able to. But otherwise, we're looking to open his gate and do his stuff. I had to put a time frame, probably in like the next half hour if everything goes well. Yeah, he is world's strongest. I mean, it's Hercule. When the world needed him most, he was there. And he destroyed Cell and his smoke and mirrors. Tougher than a $2 steak. Yes, Tag Force will be coming back this weekend. I just wanted to have a little break so that way I wouldn't get burnt out. Oop, steal him, stun him again. But yes, Tag Force will be coming back. It also gives me some time to plan what we're actually going to do in the next Tag Force episode, just so I can make it a little less grindy, if possible. I know nobody wants to sit through the monotony of just, like, duel after duel against, you know, basic NPC whose name doesn't matter 5 seconds later. But on the other hand, I do have to, like, obtain a decent card library, so I'm not dead weight for the tag partner. I'm trying to figure out a good route to go about doing that. But I just, like, push comes to shove, you can always try and speed mode it to part 2, considering we already do have a tag partner. Or part 2. Well, yeah, part 2 of a campaign. Because I at least want to experience a campaign of Tag Force 1 at least once before we move on to Tag Force 2 and the expanded card library and duelists. $47 Hercule, 3 levels left. Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I technically meant to do Tag Force last Sunday, and then Legacy of Goku, like, kinda went a little long, and I was just like, I'm gonna break it. Also, I should look up the card list just to truly know what I can mess around with. Just to see what sort of meme bullshit we can try and perform. Because, yeah, the issue about making decks, though, is, like, it's all about having a decent card pool, and our card pool has been kind of shallow, even with the packs we've been opening up. Nothing has just spoken to me. I mean, the closest thing that came out has been, like, we have, I think, access to a few fusions, but, like, that's all, like, vanilla stuff. I don't think we've pulled enough heroes. And then it's like, oh, well, you can build an archetype on, you know, the element monsters who are deliciously mediocre. Like, we should mix it up because the F deck and the Davy Jones do get a little bland. I just wish I had enough tools to make the decks that I really want to make, like the Gren Maju Diaiza deck. Oh, for sure. That's why I do like the deck system on being able to save multiple deck recipes. And then I noticed that we were able to obtain additional deck recipes off of certain duelists by defeating them enough times, because I have Nova's deck recipe, and I'm not gonna lie, a Reversal of Graves deck or Exchange of Spirits deck could be really fun. You know, if done like right, without a poo brain AI doing it, you know? Also curious about what other instant win conditions are in the game, because I know Final Countdown's in the game, but, you know, Final Countdown's like 20 turns of doing nothing, and half of the duels are already that anyway. But here's what other options there are. I mean, Exodia could always be funny, because I'm pretty sure Royal Magical Library is at full effect. But at some point, I do want to build a hero deck to be able to pair it with Cyber Dragons. I don't think I've seen any. That, like, if we do, don't get me wrong, would love to, just Cyber Dragon Turbo. I'm curious what's available in the extra deck. Like, yeah, there's the Power Bond Cyber Twin Dragon that wins games, but I'm really curious on how far they went on the Cyber Dragon support. We're just gonna make a Cyber Dragon deck that turbos out Cyber Barrier Dragon. I mean, Cyber Dragons beats cars with, or vehicles with faces on them any day of the week. I have to double check, because I know we had access to the future packs like once. When we were, like during episode 2 or 3 of Tag Force, and I do remember buying a lot of them, but I don't think I pulled base Cyber Dragon. Because base Cyber Dragon, had we have pulled it, would have at least gone in the F deck, because it is so busted. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna argue how cronked Cyber Dragon was back then. I mean, it was like, the only other thing that came close was the Fiend Mega Cyber. But no, we'll definitely be hitting Tag Force full steam this weekend. That we can also get a longer than 2-hour episode to make it for Lost Time. Really? Wouldn't be a bad idea. You sure we have enough manipulation to do that? I know we have at least one copy of both of the books, but I don't believe we have any Tsukiyomi. I can always take a peek towards building Empty Jar. And don't get me wrong, part of me would so badly want to do like an unlock all cards thing, but we've come so far, I don't want to make it, what's it called? Illegit. But yeah, we'll take a peek at the card list, because Empty Jar could be funny as shit. Even, DP doesn't seem to be an issue. So, like, once we start unlocking more packs even, like, that'll also make things go by better. But as for Empty Jar, yeah, I'm pretty sure we have Morphing Jar. I know for a fact we have Cyber Jar. And then the books. We have stalling means with Gravity Bind. That sort of deal is needed. I would want to check for Exchange of Spirit as well, just because I wouldn't mind doing one of those in Exchange of Spirit deck alongside Jar's Empty. 2 levels left for Hercule. Hercule is 1 strength away from Piccolo. That is mildly hilarious. Okay, so Budokai 3 would be interesting. My only thing about Budokai 3 is like, ooh, do I do OG like PS2, or in the case of Budokai 3, would I do remake PS3? And then for me, like if I do Budokai 3, then I gotta play the other Budokai. And by that, I mean Budokai Tenkaichi 3, because that one in particular is my childhood. And then Supersonic Warriors, I have to look into. I do. What's it called? I do know if we're better than Taketsu. I mean, you're not wrong. Its story mode is incredibly short. It's one of the things that I actually kind of detested compared to Tenkaichi 2. Yeah, isn't BT4, what's it called, that big fan-made mod of Tenkaichi 3? I thought I saw a few things popping out about it, where, like, it picked up a bit of steam around the time that the Broly movie came out, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to look into that. Because pretty big on Tenkaichi 3. I'm no, like, tournament caliber player, but I can throw down. I don't know, I mean, I gotta see changes. I also gotta see who theoretically gets replaced, because I don't know, like, what fighters would be leaving if it's one of those, you know what I mean? And I happen to be in that position where I play very weird, kind of, like, niche picks in Budokai Tenkaichi 3. I mean, Tenkaichi 2, okay, I guess we, like, there was a lot of padding in the story mode, but it really got everything. I mean, maybe we didn't need to fight, like, Baby Vegeta, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Well, we got to. And Tenkaichi 3 at least gave us, like, the kind of nifty what-if arcs. Even if those are also short, because those are essentially just, like, 1 battle each. I also miss the ability of being able to traverse an overworld, because, like, even though Tenkaichi 2 was long on its story... Oh yeah, Tenkaichi 2 did have better what-if modes. I remember the one you got by, like, if you managed to take Piccolo and actually defeat Raditz when he's, like, level 200 plus, you know, the first chapter of the game, you get the What If Raditz Turn Good mode. Oh yeah, there was the Zarbon attempting to betray Frieza. Doesn't he have to battle, like, Dodoria and Goldo a lot in that one? And then isn't there one that's like a what if Gohan gets... It's like a what if Gohan gets injured, like, training with Goten or whatever. So he doesn't compete in the World Martial Arts Tournament. The one I remember unlocking fully is the what if Raditz Turn Good. I just thought it was cool that you could, like, that one in Budokai 3 were really badass in the fact that you could just fly across that overworld. It was insane. My older brother played the shit out of Budokai 3. I remember his excitement when he unlocked Oob. I feel like what if scenarios get used for quite a bit of side games because, if I'm not mistaken, oh man, it was either, I want to say it was one of the SNES games, had like stuff involving Bojack, and then Machine Budokais kind of go off the rails. Really should look into Supersonic Warrior. Maybe next April Fool's Day it'll be a Teketsu stream. Hercule. Like, any prerequisite of a Dragon Ball Z fighting game, you have to be able to play as Hercule. Is he bad? Yes, but he's perfect. Yeah, but one time you're allowed to go crazy, they stay surprisingly tame. Oh, what do you expect? The developer to be cool and radical? No. I mean, to be fair, though, like, if they mess it up, even if it's something like that, imagine the backlash. It's kind of like the same feeling with Dragon Ball Super, where every single fight became, hey, how do we give Goku the dub this time? And mind you, people used to make the joke about GT and Dragon Ball GT standing for Goku time. And then there's Super, and it's like, Get rid of all the Triceratops so we don't die. Hercule. If only you could have played as him full form in Bui's Fury, you know, where he has a town made after him. Yeah, poor Xenoverse. I don't think I have it currently installed. Like, I have it on Steam. It's just, it's one of those games that I didn't really care necessarily for like how it played, in my opinion. I guess for me, I was so jaded with, well, not necessarily jaded, but I was so blinded when it initially came out because I'd only ever played like Budokai and Budokai Tenkaichi, that when I saw it, I just kind of was like, oh, huh. But yeah, their timelines were kind of bleh. Oh, uh-oh, not the evil energy power-up. What will we do? At least we got Chronica out of it. Chronica, that's Mortal Kombat, goddammit. Okay, almost to that fabled level 49. I thought about doing Mortal Kombat. I used to joke about it with my younger brother, about doing like a mercy killing stream in quotes, and I say that not because I'd be kicking his ass, but kind of the opposite. He plays a very, very mean Kung Lao in MK10. I haven't really done much MK11, and I've only played like one match of MK1. I wasn't necessarily that big on MK1. I really should dip into MK 2010 because there's some fun DLC characters, because I'm pretty sure you can play as Rambo in that one. Like, they brought Shao Kahn back, and RoboCop, like, I mean, Rambo, cool. RoboCop, kind of not as cool for me. MK11, like, I have MK11 and 10 and 9, and I should take a peek at MK9. Like, I played it when it first came out on Xbox, because I do remember doing the tag battles, and that was the first game to have the X-rays and all that. But most of my playtime, since having them all on Steam, has gone to MKXL. Like, that game, oh, it's not perfect, but man, when you get going on a roll, oh. So to appreciate the fine things, like whenever somebody doesn't pick Tremor, or Molina having an extremely easy fatality to remember, or to memorize. Ooh, that could be a possibility. Definitely could be. I would just have to do some rigging, see how everything, essentially for me, the big hurdle to get something live is not just want to play it. Like in the case of MKX, all over that shit. I'd be rusty, we'd be losing a couple of fights, but I don't mind that, because we'll overcome any of those challenges. But the big hurdle is just making sure that I can set it up properly in case of, that way everything looks good for all of y'all. Because one thing that I don't like is to go through something and then it's like, oh, massive issues. I've had a couple of games that just do not want to stream properly, and I've had to kind of throw in the towel. But I'll see what I can't, yeah, we should totally start with MK9 and just go through it canonically if we're going to do that then. Yeah. I'm not the biggest Devora fan, so MK10 is gonna be something, and then luckily I won't subject myself or the audience to 11, unless things get really wild with 10, and then we might have to. And on the bright side, it means we don't have to play the really crappy story modes of the old 3D Mortal Kombat games. Looking at you, Deception. Yeah, I could go without the Chronica arc. I didn't... Okay, maybe it's like... I'll give Deception credit in what it was trying to do, but I just did not like Shujinko. I'm sorry. Like... Shujinko, like... He gives me similar vibes to, like, Vaughn from FF12, and not in a good way. And he just gets played so hard, it's not even funny. I mean, I guess in terms of exploration, it definitely kicks the shit out of Armageddon. Like, you're not wrong there. Especially considering that was back in the days of crypts having separate colored coins, which, whilst a nuisance, was also kind of fun. My favorite part was having to, pass time, to have certain characters appear at certain times of day, that way you could unlock them. Like, Deception itself is not a bad game. And I guess maybe I was too harsh, but the protagonist, at least, very doo-doo. And who could forget chess combat? I'm kidding. Not a lot of people can forget chess combat. I mean, I enjoyed it. I might not have been everyone's cup of tea. It was a little slow, but puzzle combat was cool. Okay, so I liked the extended roster in Armageddon to the extent that it was kind of nice to see some of the MK4 and MK Gold characters come back, or some of the characters that we hadn't seen since like MK3. Yes, thank you. Creative Fatality was liquefied shit. I would have been okay if everybody only had one fatality. Creative Fatality was so bad. And then, I mean, with that many people in the roster, you also had a case of certain people feeling samey. And air combat was a thing in that game, and I know for a fact that, thanks to online play, certain characters, Koth, Sector, are incredibly devastating and can loop for tremendous amounts of damage, usually at full bar, when it comes to doing aerials. And there are a lot of combinations that you can do with Create a Fighter to do some of the stupidest shit in the world. But Create a Fighter. And yes, I'm going to use Create a Fighter. Oh, of course they did. Like, there was a lot of sameness in that roster, but to give it the littlest bit of slack, it did have 64 characters, and, I mean, for what it's worth, while not impressive by, like, you know, I guess still impressive, but once you get, like, that much characters, you're bound to have clones. I mean, heck, even look at Budokai Tenkaichi. But that being said, Create a Fatality made shit rather bland. Oh, I love me some Marvel vs. Capcom. I know everybody rants and raves about 2 being really good, but 3 is my bread. 3 Ultimate 3 is my bread and butter. I mean, what other game can I play as Phoenix Wright and absolutely throw the book at Akuma or Albert Wesker or even Doctor Doom for crimes they possibly didn't do? Yeah, 2 definitely had a very intriguing roster of characters, though. Like, I don't recall ever, you know, being like, man, I wish I could play as Marrow. But I'm not saying that in a bad way. Like, 2's roster, interesting. Then you get Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and we're like, hey, what does a Marvel vs. Capcom not need? X-Men? Yeah, no X-Men. Yeah, I've played the, I've played Conquest multiple times in Armageddon, and it is so boring. It'll put you to sleep. The only reason to go in and play Armageddon Conquest is literally once to pray to God that you collect every single item without missing them so you get the unlockable characters, and then you only play it again if you need the additional 20,000 gold for getting like the first 2 rows of items. Otherwise you just leave it alone. And yeah, Infinite, that's such a good base to build up on. And it's weird, we still have yet to see another sequel. Big old bummer. I heard the roster was very meh too. I mean, looks definitely don't help when, like, I haven't, oh gosh, I don't remember seeing what I saw in the mags on reviews and shit, because when I saw the roster, I kind of was with my older brother and noped out at the thought of no X-Men. And then just stuck to UMVC3. That's all that we needed. Like, I have Infinite on Steam, but I don't think you'll ever catch me playing it. Unless it was like a satire stream. Okay, Ultimate MK3 is pretty dang fine. Did you ever mess with like any of the Mugen ports of MK3? Because there's like MK3 Chaotix and shit like that, where they just hyper expand the roster. Were you a Rain player in MK3? Or in Ultimate MK3? And out of curiosity, is there, like, it's gonna sound stupid, but I feel like I remember hearing something about it. Is there still an online scene for UMK3? I've always been curious about that, because the gameplay was pretty damn clean, if I remember correctly. Yeah, those rosters are insane. Because I've played enough Chaotix to know for a fact, you know, between Homer Simpson or The Undertaker. Maybe you want to play as 10 different forms of Scorpion. It was also cool when they gave everybody like 5 different fatalities, and a babality, an animality, a friendship. Friendship. We're so close. Yeah, it depends heavily on the game. Like, I think the easiest time I've ever had doing a brutality was in Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks when it shows you how to do a brutality the first time, but that's its own ballpark. Otherwise, I never could understand how they work on MK3 or any of the 2D ones. I just figured I wasn't pressing the buttons fast enough. Oh, I got you. Did UMK3 also had like the animalities in that, right? Or am I mistaken? Ooh, okay, I've played a little bit of MK4 because I have it on N64, and like I have a third-party N64 controller that kind of makes the button layout doable. And even then, like, ooh, I don't know. I mean, granted, it is the first major game to feature Quan Chi. I'd almost want to do it on Gold on Dreamcast. Just because I heard in some respects Gold is a bit of a buggy mess, so it'd be kind of funny to see those in action. I don't know, if we're gonna play a game for endings, why don't we do a Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe? You know, heroic brutalities. I will have to look into that then. Because I don't think I ever got to experience any of the endings in MK4. I used to just play versus mode matches in it. Hercule feels like he's level 50. Hercule ended with the same strength as Piccolo. Oh, that could make for a very fun stream. I'd almost have to get, like, the cam going for something like that. Be one of those people. Or maybe I'll do it during one of the live streams. Alright, we have Hercule up to level 50. He has over 1,000 HP, barely. He has the same strength as Piccolo. And the rest of his stats don't matter. Except he has more energy points than everybody else. So, hey, he at least wins at one thing. We are going to use a golden capsule, and we are going to go to Capsule Court. I lied, we're going to West City. So remember, if you wanted to see the ending up at Kame's Lookout, which is where the star is, check out the end of Part 4. We are not going to be doing that today. Instead, we are going to be going into Hercule's store. Save the game. I'm curious, can I talk to the mayor real quick and have, like, special text? No, I guess not. What's up, mate? I wish it would have given us back the Eye of the Lion record. That could have been funny. So now we're gonna go up north here. You go to the right here. And here's the TV building right here. Never mind, this is via daycare. The school. TV building's down there. CCTV. The ZZTV Studios. Good evening and welcome to Late Night with Rob Howard. Our guest tonight will be Hercule, the hero of the Cell games. Oh yeah! Who loves you and who do you love? Hercule! 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 Hercule!
How's it going, Rob? Hello, Hercule. Now, the first question I have to ask you is, how does it feel to have saved the entire world?
That is a terrible mustache, by the way.
It feels great. You'd know that being a greatest martial artist on the planet takes a lot of hard work and dedication. I gotta eat up the hearts of all of those triceratopses. My uncle once told me, with awesome muscles comes the burden of awesome duty. So when I heard about how Cell was absorbing all those people and wreaking havoc across the world, I knew it was my duty to do something about it.
Hercule! Hercule! Hercule!
Oh yeah!
I hate to ask you this question, but I have to do it. A lot of your critics claim that you didn't really defeat Cell. What do you have to say to that?
I defeated Cell, and that's that. It makes me sick that these people have nothing else to do but make up lies about me. Why would I say I defeated Cell if I didn't do it? And if I didn't defeat Cell, who did? Yeah, eat your vitamins and say your prayers, brother. All I have to say is I'd like to see any of those punks who are disrespecting me survive even one round with the champ.
What about those strange fighters who could turn their hair gold? What about that little boy?
That was all a parlor tricks. It was done with mirrors, laser lights, and sleight of hand. Any cheap magician could do that.
I see. So tell me now that you've saved the world, what's next?
Well, Rob, as always, I'm going to continue training and running my dojo. Every day I run 20 laps, do 500 push-ups, 500 sit-ups, and I break 20 heavy rocks. And of course, I'm still going to be out there protecting the world. Wherever evil oh my god, I can't English. Wherever evil rears its ugly head, I'll be there. Yeah!
Yay! Hercule! 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 I imagine it's just like one fan that's just doing all the shouting. There we go. That is officially the end of Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Hercule 2. I don't think there's anything else left to do in this game. That's all the golden capsules. That's everybody to level 50. That's every statue. That's every Namekian and every boss battled. Every section of the map walked through. And we got to end it off by setting up Hercule to get a town named after him because, you know, why not? So, yeah. Now we get to sit through the credits, but with the Hercule music. So now I'm curious, and the only reason we haven't killed the stream yet or gone to an exit screen is I'm curious if we're gonna get like a post-credit scene like what happened after Comics Lookout. Give me old Eye of the Spider. Eye of the Spider. Eye of the Lion, my bad. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for a special Hercule moment. Well, let's pay our respects to Infogames QA. And then we got all the big names. I'm not gonna lie, I am not sure, but I was looking away. Developed by Webfoot Technology. That would be funny though. Okay, we get the same Trunks scene again. I think. Okay, yeah, we do. Hey, it's Gohan's little friend. I guess he wants to die like everyone else.
The name's Trunks. And this is for Gohan! It can't be. And this is for all the people you've killed. Now there's just one more thing that needs to be done.
A little overkill, Trunks. You've killed them twice now.
Come on out, Cell. I know you're here. Having trouble finding the androids, huh?
How did you know this?
I just destroyed them. Now you'll never be able to absorb them and become complete.
What? I've been searching for them this whole time. But it doesn't matter, Trunks. I'll just steal your time machine and absorb them in the past.
I don't think so. The nightmare is over, Cell.
Yeah, you know, the Game Boy Advance memory is a little more rainy. Everyone watching, thank you so much for tuning in as always. This concludes Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku 2. We will be starting Boost Fury, most likely sometime next week. Been fun. Been really, really, really fun, and I cannot wait for Boost Fury because we are gonna have an even greater amount of fun in that game. Equipment, higher leveling than 50. It'll be awesome. Everyone take care. Be on the lookout for the Friday stream tomorrow. Looking like it could be a Lethal Company. We never know. But as always, if you like what you hit that like, it means a lot. If you like more, drop the sub, drop the bell, know when we go live. And see you later. Bye-bye.